All right. Hello, everybody. Just going to give a few minutes to let people jump on here. Hello. Hi, Dawn, Heather, Ms. Ebony. Jelly gouache is so much fun. How's everyone doing tonight? You guys ready? I'm just going to give just about a minute or so, let people jump on here before I dive right in. But let me know if you can see this clearly, because on my end, it doesn't look, it kind of looks weird. It doesn't quite look great. I also know that I figured out that the echo in my last live stream was I accidentally had two microphones on and I didn't know it. So I had my actual microphone from photo booth. I had photo booth open. Like, whoever uses photo booth anymore? But I had photo booth open, and then I had my my Blue Yeti on too. So, hi everybody. Hi Brandy, welcome. So here's what I thought about doing. I don't know for sure just yet, but I thought maybe every Sunday night, since I'm streaming earlier in the day on Amazon Live for Chocola, I might as well just go ahead and stream in the evening too and just kind of reconnect with you guys, and whatever it is that I'm working on, I can work on, or just figure out maybe something that we can do every week where I show you some swatches. I even thought about making it just dedicated to swatches, like a swatch live stream, but I'm sure that'll probably get a little bit old pretty quick. But I do love swatching though. I mean, it's so relaxing. So putting my enabling force field up. Yeah. Well, I tell you what, this is actually not available in the US just yet. I know that sucks, but it's going to be released, I believe, in fall. And you can buy it in Japan, but in the US, for those of you who are in the US, it's not available until, I want to say October, but I'm not entirely sure 100%, so don't quote me on that. But that's kind of the time frame that we're looking at. And there are 4 sets total, and I saw these on Dr. Oto Kano. I don't know if I'm saying her name right or not, but she has an entire video, which I will link below, on these, and she's from the United Kingdom, so she was able to get them before anyone else. And so I was like, well, you know, I really liked the spring and winter because they were probably some of the prettiest colors in my opinion. So, oh, thank you, J. Marie. That's very sweet of you. Slightly out of focus. Okay. Let's see. Give me just a second. Is that better? I know it's a little bit closer. Let me know if that works better. If not, then I'll go ahead and change it back, because we can do ultra wide angle too. Japanese. She's Japanese, yes. Okay. Slightly. Well, I don't know. You know, I'm using my phone, so slightly better. What about, let's see. What about this angle? Okay, let me, you know what? Give me just a second. Nope. I don't want to make you guys seasick here, but let's see here. I'm going to try and do the autofocus lock. And hopefully that'll do better. I'm going to probably zoom in into the telephoto mode here in just a moment, but I'm in focus. Yeah. Actually, that's not the most important thing, but thank you. Well, I tell you what, now that we're all here, or, you know, it's 8:04, so yeah. Okay. Yeah, 8:04. I'm going to go ahead and get started and kind of show you guys some things. Tonight I have several different things that I want to show you and that we'll be swatching. I have this, which is the Da Vinci Opus mixing set. I got this as a little bonus from Tiny Supplies, which is a seller on Etsy, and I will link her below, so you can definitely look her up. She's got some interesting things for sale. And I also bought this, which I don't know if you can see that, but it matches my nail polish. Nice, right? And this comes from another Etsy seller, and I had to look it up. Fine Artisan Watercolors. Let me make sure I'm getting this right. And you know what I like about Etsy? I mean, they have little notes, and they make it more personal. I don't know. I think that's, yeah, Fine Artisan Watercolors. And she sent me also this, which I've swatched this, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It's lovely yellow gold. And so we'll be swatching that. I have also from Tiny Supplies these gems, and I filmed in like an intro, a little swatching video today. Did I do this wrong again? I opened it up upside down on the video. But here we go. There's some multi-chrome watercolors, and I swatched them on this tiny little piece of paper. Aren't they pretty? So we'll swatch a bigger like strip of them if we have time. I just brought extra stuff because I know that there's only 24 colors here. So, hi Michelle. Looks good to me. Okay, good. Okay, good. So what's everybody doing? How was your week? Let's catch up. Let's see my cat got sick this week, had worms, and thankfully I caught it early on. But he's my problem child. It's not his fault, but yeah. I was just like, oh, come on, you know. That's what happens with outdoor cats. But then I had to get him vaccinated and everything. And then that was, I mean, that's really the only thing that happened that was kind of like, but everything else was good. All right, these also are from Tiny Supplies. This is 108, the full entire collection of the watercolor from Holbein, watercolor dots. So I don't think we're gonna get that tonight, but I don't know. I feel like this should be in a video or another live stream. So I'm just gonna shut up now and get to the main part. All right, guys, what do you think? Oh, okay. Here we go. First of all, before I open this, can we just take a moment to appreciate the packaging on this? I don't know who the artist is. It might say on the package somewhere, but beautiful. And like, look at that. That's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And the color scheme for the winter, if you haven't seen it, is really cool looking. There's spring. Very nice. Very pastel. Spring is one of my favorite seasons. I know it's a nightmare for other people because they have allergies, but I love it. And winter. Winter is so pretty, you guys. Like, what a neat combination of colors. Like, I'm in love with this. This is called Peony. Now, every one of them has, let me go ahead and zoom in on this. Okay. Every one of these has like the Japanese version, and then, or the Japanese translation, not version, translation. And then they have the American English. All the usual information. And I'm probably butchering this, but these are the Irodori Gouache colors, which they have in an entire watercolor line dedicated to the Irodori, which is like an antique watercolor collection that they have. I don't have any of those, but now I guess they've got an entire gouache collection. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and swatch these on hot press paper, and these do reactivate, by the way. These aren't the acrylic gouache. These are the regular designer gouache. I'm going to swatch these in my Etcher sketchbook because I really don't like how gouache feels whenever I paint it on cold press. I like the hot press because it's nice and smooth, and you can get like a wonderful, you don't have to worry about like the tooth of the paper and having to go back over it, so usually. But that's where we're going to go for now with this. And I don't know. Okay, so which one should I do first? Do you want me to do spring or winter? Spring or winter? Let me know. I'm going to get set up here. Oh, hi! I always hit that wrong button. That was awkward, wasn't it? Okay. Spring or winter. If nobody comments, I'm just going to pick one because I'm really interested in seeing the winter, but I like the spring a lot too. Spring? Okay, let's do some spring. Put this aside. Pastel, yes, pastel colors for real. Oh, I also have some pastel colors that I brought up from the studio, dungeon basement, garage, and these are from White Nights, and these are just well, okay, so it's their pastel collection of watercolors, but when I actually swatched these two, they look like gouache. They have that kind of milky consistency, and I know that Kimberly Crick did a review and swatch of these, and somebody else did too. And whenever I saw them, I was kind of like, I kind of have to have those because I love White Nights. Okay. Everybody wants spring. Okay. Is there light fast information, or are they best for worst to be reproduced? You know what? I haven't even looked at these tubes, but the light fast information is on the tubes, I do believe. So each one has a number of star ratings, okay? So I would have to actually, you know, I don't know how to answer that unless I look over every tube. So I will be doing an actual video on these, and so you can test that out, or you can come. Excuse me, guys, I don't know how to talk this evening. You can check that out whenever I have that up, and I hope to have it up in the next couple of weeks. And then I'm just gonna probably assume that most of these colors are fairly light fast because they don't usually, their gouache is usually really good on light fast. I mean, there are fugitive colors out there, but like that was 2 stars, this is 2 stars. Sometimes it depends, you know. With gouache it's kind of funny because even though something can say it's light fast, I mean their light fast game is on point. And so I'm seeing a lot of 2 in this set, which is decent, but I haven't seen any 3 yet. So it might be because these are the pastel colors too. So okay, cool. Hi there, welcome. Okay, so let's get started. That is smeared. We're not going to use that. That's from another video. Again, this is the Etcher sketchbook, and it was $35, and I really like it so far. So I'm not going to actually like squeeze out any of them. I'm just going to take the cap off and kind of go from there. And because this is gouache, let's see. I might use like a filbert to swatch with. Maybe I will squeeze out some. But I have to have my palette. Hold on just a second. How do you guys like the black light in my, this is an old painting that I did back in the day, and the part that's glowing especially is I believe that is Opera Pink, and that is the Holbein Irodori Gouache. And I know it's not like picking up entirely on camera, but trust me, it's glowing. And I was actually going to do a video with some blacklight watercolors and some blacklight. Well, it's not blacklight, but it's neon, and use the blacklight on them. It just hasn't happened yet. Okay. If you guys have any questions for me, it doesn't have to necessarily pertain to this. It can be anything. Ask me anything. I don't care. Usually, I don't. There are some things I won't talk about, but this is, let's see. This is vermilion. You know what I really love about Holbein Gouache, and I do believe I mentioned it in my Holbein Light Fast information video I released last week. I love the fact that they have no whitening agents. So what that means is that there's no color shift once it's dry. It doesn't change color. You know how some gouache, a lot of more student grade gouache tends to lighten and darken once the color is dry. But it's not just student grade. I mean, there's other designer gouache out there that does shift in color. But they are, I believe, the only brand that does not have whitening agents in their gouache. I have not used gouache on Bristol vellum. And my son's doing wonderful. He is now, he'll be 17 this month on the 18th. He's my Leo kiddo. And he's a good kid. He'll be a senior, which is blowing my mind. And he has 3 classes, which he's really, really happy that he only has to take 3 classes this year. This is Pale Coral. Oh, I need more water. That's the name of the game, consistency. And I think that's why gouache can be really tricky, is because a lot of the time, if you don't know what you're doing really, you can lift up color whenever it comes to designer gouache, artist gouache, non-acrylic gouache. Yeah, that's beautiful. That's kind of a peachy pale. It would be good for like a pale skin tone that had peach undertones to it. Not like me, I'm extremely pale. If you ever see me bronzed, which I'm actually kind of bronzed right now, this is not, I don't go out in the sun at all. At all. My dad had skin cancer a couple of years ago, and I saw what happened, and I saw, he's fine, by the way. He had to have surgery, and it was horrific. It was absolutely horrific, the way he looked. He had to change his bandages every day. He looked like the Elephant Man whenever he was all bandaged up. And it was very, very painful for him. He was in surgery for 8 hours, awake. So, yeah, I wear my sunscreen and I don't go out in the sun. This is Yamabuki. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, which is, oh gosh, Caria Japonica. I don't know. Maybe you guys can read. I don't know if you guys can read this or not. You know, should I zoom in on these swatches? I'm just talking away and Is that better? I think that looks better. Yeah, the peach color is really pretty. What did you guys do over the weekend? Did you do anything fun? I had a potato day the other day, which a potato day is when I'm just really, I just give myself that I'm tired and I don't feel like doing anything, and I just allow myself every once in a while to have a potato day, which is basically I just sit on the couch and veg out and watch whatever and don't do a whole lot. So I guess it was a half potato day because I woke up early and then I started doing things later on in the day, but it was mostly a potato day. It's just like a nice like rest and recoup day. This is lemon. So not lemon yellow, just lemon, but it is yellow. So you cleaned up your art supplies. That's always fun. It's always like, it's a good feeling to like clean them up and get them organized. I love that. That's a little bit watery. This is light ochre. And so some of these colors, I'm wondering if they're the same, like is this the same light ochre as the light ochre that's not Irodori? I'm wondering. Today was my potato day. That's right. Gotta have a potato day. Honestly, you guys wouldn't have been able to tell, but my Holbein colored pencil video on the light fast information, it took so much to put it together and so much editing. I couldn't even believe like how long it actually took for me to put everything together with the voiceover and like putting all the pertinent information together, writing the script and everything. I mean, I was just like, how is it that it takes this long to make a 10-minute video? Usually it's not that like that with me, but I do spend a lot of time editing, but that was crazy. And anyways, long story short, I got really, I was exhausted this past week. So I kind of just allowed my body to kind of rest and just catch up. Okay, this looks amazing. This is pale patina. Pastel, yes. I love this. This is a great color. Well, happy birthday to your son. You checked out a new goddess shop. That's what I need to do. Let's go get some fun stuff. Is this the place you got your tarot cards? Does that not look like the color of wasabi? That's awesome. I meant to make that a little bit thicker. So Halloween's coming around the corner and I'm excited. I don't typically like winter, but I do like fall a lot, and fall here is really beautiful with the changing of the leaves and everything. And they do have this beautiful fall set that I want, and it's kind of just all the lovely fall colors, and I would love to complete the collection with the summer and fall. But you know what that means? That means, oh, by the way, this is called Seedling. And then this is called Myosotis Blue? Myosotis? I hope I'm saying that right. But I'm not as big of a horror movie fan as I used to be, but every once in a while I'll come across something that I really, really enjoy. And as far as horror movies are concerned. So, have you all seen the 1992 horror film Candyman? Because there's a reboot coming and Jordan Peele is directing it, and I'm excited for this. Because this past weekend, on my potato day, I watched Candyman for the very first time. I had never seen it, and I was like, you know what? This is still effectively creepy. And I mean, that's 30 years later. Almost 30 years later. I enjoyed it a lot. Tony Todd, man, he's amazing. Okay, this is called Dayflower Blue, and this is really pretty. One thing also I really love about Holbein Gouache is that if you notice, we have not run into any kind of issues with the swatches being different than the color on the tube. I mean, it's spot on. I love that. Do y'all like horror movies? Or what kind of favorite movie do you like? This is called Bellflower. And this is really pretty too. This kind of reminds me, well, it really reminds me of the hyacinths that bloom every spring in my garden. And they smell amazing. Wow, this is a really well put together set with spring colors. I love that. Oh, thank you, J. Marie. I actually thought about creating a second channel for just eyeshadow looks. I don't know why I haven't done it yet. I guess because, I don't know, I see all these really intricate eyeshadow looks on Instagram and everything that are far more advanced than I do, and I think, you know, I mean, how do you stand out in a crowd of like people who are far more talented at makeup than you are? I don't know. I love eyeshadow so much, and just eye makeup in general so much. And maybe someday I'll do that. Maybe I'll branch off and do, you know, a second channel and do just nothing but eyeshadow looks. There's one gal, her name is Angela Bright, I believe, and she actually has nothing but eyeshadow looks. And she actually has just a close-up of her one eye, and she does like the tutorial with just like a really super close-up of her eye. And it stands out amongst the rest, and she's really beautiful. And so, I don't know, maybe I'll do something like that. If you'd like to see that, let me know. I know I've been asked to do eyeshadow tutorials, but they don't really fit here on my channel. I mean, yes, makeup is an art, but I don't know. I don't know if it would fit on my channel very well. I've done a couple of tutorials and they didn't do really well, so I didn't proceed. I love Bailey Sarian. She is a goddess and amazing and funny, and this is silver gray. So it's interesting. That's kind of a warm gray. That's really pretty. This is antique silver, so I wonder if this is going to be metallic. It is. Look at that. Can you see that? Is it focusing? Is it focusing? Focus. Focus, you jerk. There we go. All right. Just take it out of the cap. If y'all don't know who Bailey Sarian is, you need to go check her out if you like true crime and you love makeup. What was really cool is I subscribed to her channel early on, and she was just kind of, I guess she was probably about, I don't know, 7 videos in. And I got to see like her channel grow into what it is now, and it's really cool. I also thought about doing a true crime thing, or like a paranormal painting series where it's like either true crime, or even though that's not paranormal, or ghost stories, or like Reddit stories about like different cryptids or something like that while I'm painting. I don't know if anyone's doing that or not. So let me show you something, because it's not picking up on the camera. We're having focusing issues. Look at that. Look at how metallic that is. That is so beautiful. So opaque. It's lovely. I bet it's amazing on black paper too. So that is the spring collection. And so there we go. Again, love the packaging with the beautiful cherry blossoms. Yeah, I know about Dark History too. I love Dark History. I was really excited for that. Put my glasses back on because Mama doesn't want a headache. What do you guys think? What do you think of this collection so far? I think maybe I would have liked maybe, I mean, I think it's a good, well-rounded, like, you know, kind of rainbowish look here, but I think I would have liked something that was maybe a little turquoise. I mean, this is a nice little mint green color, but I love turquoise. I would have loved that, but you know what? We can always mix it probably with this and this, I bet. So, no big deal. It's beautiful. All right, who's ready for winter? No one! Winter is coming. Now, if I can just, can I do that? Yeah, okay, cool. All right. This is the only winter I'm excited for. That's really beautiful. I don't know if you could see some of these colors close up. I don't know if I had done that earlier. Look how pretty. It's beautiful, deep, muted tones. And then you've got a nice gold and antique gold and gray. Ooh, this is called blue black. You know, why? Why are you being a jerk and not wanting to focus? Usually this is not an issue with my phone, but I think this might be because I'm using an app to cast this called Shuttercast. I don't know, I haven't quite figured it out yet. Lighter violet, yes. My life has been one long potato day lately. Yeah, well, I feel you. I have days and sometimes periods of time where, you know, with my condition, where I'll hurt and I'm getting a flare up or whatever, or I'm just exhausted and I'm just like, I have to listen to my body. And it, you know, some people think it's like glamorous to push themselves beyond, like, into like a workaholism type of situation where like they're just always going and doing stuff. But guess what? Guess what? That ain't me. Now, will I push myself if I'm feeling well? Sometimes, yeah. I mean, I definitely pushed myself last week, and that's why there wasn't a video this week. But it was important to get that video out. So, in order to avoid... I didn't think this through. I'm a left-handed lady. Are these are dry for the most part. Okay, never mind. We should be okay. This is crimson. That's too watery. I mean, I kind of have been a little bit of kind of getting into like a little bit of workaholism there, because filming, painting, editing, all that, it takes up a lot of time. It really does. But you got to stop and breathe every once in a while, otherwise, guess what? You'll get sick, like I did. So, long story short, I just, I think it's good to have a potato day every once in a while. Maybe that'll be the new merch, potato day. I'm still not happy with that consistency. I need a good swatch. That's better. I'm reading your comments. Do not watch horror films. Hey, that's okay. It's not for everyone. I'm pretty picky about the horror that I watch. I like a good psychological thriller, a good psychological horror, but I have to be in the mood and I have to be in the right frame of mind in order to be receptive to it. Otherwise, there's just a lot of bad horror films out there, and then sometimes I'm such a empath that I've learned that I cannot watch horror movies before bed, because even if I don't get scared, it's like embedded into my subconscious, and then I'll have weird dreams. So there you go. This is iron oxide red. Is everyone seeing everything okay? It's kind of a burnt sienna-ish color. Where you loaf all day like a couch potato. I'm serious. Maybe I should come up with a t-shirt. It says potato day. Even artists need potato days, you know? Because lately I've been really struggling with my latest gouache painting, not done with Holbein, but done with Hemi. And I don't know what it is, but this just it's painful. I mean, I'm just like, why? Because I love Frida Kahlo. She is my favorite. But for some reason, it's like, I don't know. You know how it is whenever you're just like, I can't seem to just get that flow going, and I can't seem to quite get into this painting, even though I love the concept and I love the materials I'm working with. What's my deal? And it could be that your brain needs a rest. A potato day. Okay, this is russet brown. I do like some classic horror flicks though, like, oh, there's some that I really do like. I mean, of course, horror in the 80s was pretty bad. It was all slasher flicks. It was campy. I mean, but that's what made it fun. But it wasn't necessarily scary. I guess it was at the time. But not really smart horror. Nothing that really made you think. The formula was pretty simple. Usually like a bunch of teenagers at a camp getting chased around with some psycho. Dark brown. I'm trying to think. You know, I grew up watching Alfred Hitchcock with my parents. Like, they loved Alfred Hitchcock. So I think that was always kind of a thing with my family, was that we really liked a good thriller, horror, whatever you want to call it. Maybe I should start from right to left. Is that because, is there a shadow? Or is it because I'm left-handed? You're probably right. Early Doctor Who. Okay. Please let me know if like you're not able to see these whenever I'm swatching. Because next time I will be able to know. And then I'll be able to accommodate and go from right to left. And usually, I mean, I don't know, like lately I've been swatching from right to left, or sometimes I try to. And of course, I'm not doing it tonight. Patina. I can see that this is kind of like a... I can't tell in this light. I think it's a really dark green. Yeah. Ooh. That's beautiful. And it's slightly transparent. I mean, it's gouache, so it's still got more opacity than regular watercolor, but it's marked as a transparent color. And it's having trouble focusing. That might be better. I hope. I hope you guys can see all that. Russet green, okay. Yeah, I'm loving these colors. These are like jewel tones. It's so drastically different from spring, and that's really why I got these two. Sorry for the camera shaking, guys. Ooh, that's lovely. Okay, I have to scooch in because I'm like falling off of this chair. I don't know if you guys can see. There's my cat. Jack? Jack! Can you say hi to everybody? Huh? Hi. I'm gonna have cat hair all over me. Can you say hello, baby? Can you say hello? No. He's not even gonna look at the camera, you guys. See? Isn't he sweet? He's a little turd because he's my problem child, but I love him. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Okay. I'm actually sitting in his spot, which is my chair, but yeah. Okay. Here we go. Something just closed on my computer, but I'm not sure what it was. It's so strange. I should watch the old Cinderella movie with Leslie Ann Warren. It's free on YouTube. Okay. I will check it out. And report back. Okay. On to the next color. God, this looks horrible on my screen. I hope you guys can see it okay. Jeez. If not, I'll start looking into some alternatives for streaming. I'm pretty sure I can get my Sony to stream, but I just don't know. I don't know how to set it up yet. I'd have to have like a card and all that jazz. I'm just happy to be set up the way it is. But I do it for you guys because I love you guys. I want you guys to have the best that I can offer. Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, I like that. This is Geisha Blue. Very pretty. See? Okay, I am excited to see this color. This is Hummingbird Blue. Like, first off, love hummingbirds. Secondly, it just looks like a beautiful color. And let's see, yeah, it's transparent as well. Okay. I thought this wouldn't take that much time, but we're already almost at an hour. It's 45 minutes in. Maybe we'll have to follow up with a part 2 if I don't get to everything tonight. That's pretty. I really like that. This is Peony. Again, purple. Love it. Oops, I accidentally didn't rinse that out very well. Beautiful. What a beautiful color. Oh my god. Wait till you guys see this. It's like the perfect purple plum color. Like, come on. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculously beautiful. I love that color. That is definitely going into one of my paintings. Hi, Lisa. Yeah, you caught me. Yeah, these are really nice, rich tones. I love the pastels, though. I'm a sucker for pastels. And this is, I'm going to butcher this, Riku Gray. Kind of looks like a really pale, warm gray. Oh no, some of the purple got in there. Let's try this again. Rinse it better. I'm a professional, guys, I promise. Well, what does that mean anyways? It's very subjective these days. Yeah. Not a fan of gray in general, because it's like the most blasé color, but because you know I like color, but in the right painting, gray can be absolutely stunning. This, ooh, bluish black, blue black. Blue black. Say it 20 times. I haven't even eaten dinner yet, guys. I don't know, something about the heat sometimes. I don't want to turn on the oven. I don't, you know, I'm like, okay. Sometimes the heat just makes me, I don't know, makes me lose my appetite. Wow, I hope that picks up on camera. Yeah, it does. Okay, good. So you can still see the blue in it, and it's deeper. It's like indigo, but it's deeper than indigo. So yeah, that's beautiful. Wow. And of course we have the antique gold coming up, so you know it's going to be nice and shimmery and metallic. How many colors are in the set? 12 colors to each set. And each set runs retail about, I think it's going to be about maybe between $70 to $80 for each set. You can buy them, but they have to be ordered from Japan on certain retail sites. You have to make sure that they are an authorized seller as well, because it's just a guarantee that you're getting the product that you ordered. And Holbein lists an entire, like there's an entire list of authorized sellers on HK Holbein, which is the American website, or not American, but English. Pardon me, sorry. But I don't know about like who's authorized in Japan to sell it. I don't know. So that is the winter set. And of course, they're still wet, but it's really pretty. It's a little bit watery. I should have added a little bit more. I mean, I'll do that later. But yeah, I like these. These are like two very different palettes, of course. But what lovely colors. What do you guys think? Yeah? Like the colors? Like the swatches? I think probably my favorite colors are definitely in this column. Like I love that blue black. I love this color. I love this color. Love that beautiful silver. This is beautiful too. This deep green. And yes, it's not that it's a terrible swatch. It is actually that it's a transparent color. So there you go. This is a beautiful color. I love it. It's like a cornflower blue. And I'm kind of digging these two, and I like this one too. So yeah, they're very, very pretty. I hope Blick will offer them too. I'm pretty sure they probably will. I mean, they're authorized to sell their colored pencils. They are the U.S. colored pencil retailer, authorized retailer. So, okay. So, moving on, I'm going to show you guys a couple things. Again, those will be available this fall. And that should be fun. That should be very, very fun. So this is Stonehenge black watercolor paper. Okay. Can you guys see that? Isn't that pretty? Oh. All right, I'm gonna try and swatch this again. I love watching watercolor activate, like shimmery watercolor activate. It's like it comes alive. Okay, we'll do this way this time. Now I know it doesn't look like much right now, but the magic, you can really see it whenever it dries. And of course, this is not going to pick up on how magical it really is in real life, so I do plan on putting some of these into a video, and hopefully my camera will pick up better than the iPhone will, or the webcam. I'm using the iPhone for the main camera here, but it's not as high quality on the stream. Okay, so even though I can record in 4K on my iPhone, the stream's not going to be quite as high quality. And then this is a little sample that she gave me called Gilda. So pretty. Look how pretty it is. Oh, oh, isn't that pretty? Look, you can see the particles and everything. It's alive. So pretty. So I may have to get a full pan of this. Again, these are Etsy sellers that I will link below. One of them is called Tiny Supplies, which I will show you some of the watercolors that I got from Tiny Supplies. And then this, I believe, is it's another seller. I'd have to look it up. I should have done my research before I came on stream, so I apologize. I kind of grabbed it at the last minute. And there are names for these. I will put them in the video that I plan to do with them. So total, there are 9 of these kind of multi-chrome watercolors, but I picked 6 of them because I couldn't afford all 9 of them. And so yeah, it was really, really nice that I was able to get like a nice little set put together, and I did buy it, and I really enjoy them so far. I like looking at them, you know? They're so pretty. But we had our little swatches here, and I'm gonna just do big stripes if I can. See if I can capture how beautiful they are. Swatching not like the most relaxing thing ever. If I don't know, if I'm kind of like having not a block, but if I'm just sort of not mentally prepared for, you know, working on a painting, or if it's late at night and I really don't feel like sketching or anything like that, I will swatch. Just because there's something so very, very relaxing about it. Let's see. Of course, it's still wet. It'll look different whenever it's dry. You'll be able to see it. Isn't it beautiful? And there's something so satisfying about these watercolors. Any kind of shimmery watercolor, metallic, I'm into it. Oh, it's so beautiful. Look at it. Oh my goodness. I've been rewatching a lot of Jenna Marble's videos. I don't know if you guys have ever watched any of her videos, but I wasn't as much of a fan back in the day because I didn't really follow her back in the day, but like the content that she made like within the last 4 years, 5 years, maybe I'm going back 6, but like definitely from like 2016-ish on, 2017, I loved her stuff. It was so awesome and so funny, and her and Julian make me laugh so much, and I highly miss her content. I miss her videos, but I understand. Like, I hope she is happy and thriving. You can't really pick it up right now because it's not quite as opaque as I want it, but this is a gorgeous color. And these are quarter pans. You can get half pans, which I can already tell I'll probably need half pans at some point. Everybody's quiet. Talk to me, everybody. What you doing? Tell me what your favorite thing to do on a potato day is. Do you read books? Do you just consume movies or TV shows or YouTube channels and just binge on a YouTube channel? This is pretty too. This reminds me of like this would be cool for like a snake skin if you were making like a fantasy piece. It definitely looks more yellow from that angle, but and you can kind of see what I'm saying, like it definitely looks different from different angles. So pretty. Xena Marbles. She was one of the very first in like the first wave of famous YouTubers from back in the day. Like her, she was like also one of the first YouTubers that didn't turn out to be jerk, but she has or had a podcast with her boyfriend Julian too, and they were so funny together. And they're both funny individually, but like they definitely have wonderful chemistry together. And if you like to laugh, have funny content, she has a whole series called Jenna's Ratchet Salon that's hilarious. This is one of my favorite colors too as well. Oh, did I skip a color? No, I didn't. I'm just looking at them in the opposite order that I should. Trying to think of ways to use these beautiful colors. Oh, there's so many ways. Oops, I added too much water. Yes, I could marry these colors. YouTube and pretending to clean my art studio. Yep. Sometimes whenever I'm painting, I mean, I do listen to music, and I love listening to music while I paint, but sometimes I will straight up just listen to YouTube or watch YouTube, listen to a podcast. Ooh. Oh man, it looks so different on screen than it does. It looks more like a purple from my angle, but you're seeing like more of a cyan color. Oh God, I'm so happy I bought these. They're so pretty. They look better whenever they're dry, like any kind of metallic shimmery watercolor, multifaceted watercolor. It looks better whenever it's dry because it's kind of hard to appreciate the entire beauty of it whenever it's still wet. So that's what they look like all in there in that cute little tin. But I'm going to show y'all. Let's see. Wow. Maybe I can play with my lights a little bit whenever I do the video for this. Like I'll be able to play with, I've got a little tube light over there, and then I've got, I just got some RGB lights, which will be really fun to play with. I'm frozen? Oh no. Can you guys see this? Can you see how beautiful this one is up here? Maybe if I could turn this light down. Hold on. Let's play with the lights here. A little bit. Yeah. Let me see something here. Well, I have too many lights. Now I can't find the one I just had. Hey, there we go. I don't think there's really any way to capture the beauty 100% with this alone, but you can tell how beautiful it looks once it's dry. It matches. It matches. And then of course we've got this beautiful one. This is Gilda. I'm gonna have to get a half pan of that probably. But yes, what do you guys think? And I have also the artsy watercolors there are 40 of them, but they're not like this. No, these are very, very special. I'm gonna have to get the other 3 colors that I wasn't able to get. Okay. Oh, wow, how pretty they are. Okay, good, I'm not frozen. Okay, good. Oh gosh, yeah, pain days where you can't paint, those are awful. And I still, my brain will still be like, but I want to paint. But my body would be like, no. What are you doing? What are you even trying to do? Do. Oh. I done messed it all up over here with the lighting. Okay guys, so I brought a lot more than what I thought I was going to use. I have a couple more that I could show you. These are the Chroma Shine and the Chroma Pearl from Holbein. I promise you guys that I am not paid by Holbein, okay? I just really love their products. But hey, if they ever offered to pay me, I'd be like, hell yeah. Okay. So, I'd be more than happy to do that. Because there's nothing like getting paid for something you love to do. But I'm also one of these people that I don't want to get paid if I don't, like, how do I say this? Like, I don't want to represent anything that I don't believe in. So, yeah. If that makes sense. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch these, and then I think we have time for maybe these pastels, and then I'll get going. So, because I'm hungry, and do I want to do it this way? This is like it's an acrylic paint. Okay, that's right. Look! Oh shit, you can't even see. Oh my god. Okay, let's do that again just for the sake of satisfaction. Okay? So if you look, it looks very white, okay? And then it turns to like a nice gold. Way to go, Jane. I'll get better. I'll get better in time with these, okay? Again, this is an acrylic paint, so it's like a special effects type of paint. It's a pretty color. I should just have an eye candy video where I swatch all these and just show them on screen. Like, no painting done with them, no nothing, just the agenda of like visuals, visual eye candy. Just for fun, just so you can, like, you could turn it into like an ASMR for not like an audio effect, but like for the pleasure of seeing something. I don't know what I'm talking about. I guess I could get a microphone and do ASMR. I've thought about it, but like a lo-fi ASMR, not the one where you can like hear the mouth sounds really distinctively. I don't get triggered by it so much, but I know some people who do. So this is more, let's see. Okay, so this is the Chroma Shine, and the other one is the Chroma Pearl Yellow. And there's a whole line of these, and these are not cheap, folks. These are like $37 or something, but I think they'll last a long time. And if you were using them on the regular, then I think it would pay for itself if you were using it, especially if you were going to sell your work. I love the Chroma Pearl, though. This is beautiful. I would love to have all the colors. So this looks a little bit more yellow on screen, and it's kind of a green color, but it's like it's also kind of a multifaceted color. I think it's at certain angles it looks different, but I don't think it's going to give you that effect until it's dry. So I'm not really sure why I swatched these. Maybe it'll dry before the stream is over. But very pretty. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that you have pain in your hands. Yeah, that is awful. Because, I don't know, remind me again what it is that you have. Because I'll have like a flare-up in my hand or something, and it's not osteoarthritis, but it's some kind of soft tissue flare-up that I have. My mom, unfortunately, she has rheumatoid arthritis, and I have psoriatic arthritis, and her knuckles are really big, and really the only thing that gets them to subside is CBD. So, all right, guys. I don't know. Do we have time? I forgot to like unpack these and everything, so maybe we should like save these for the next live stream or for a video. What do you guys think? Or do you want to see the pastels? What do you think? I mean, I can unwrap them. Let me know. Or if you think. Cast your vote right now. Should we swatch these or have you seen enough? We could save these for next time. Whatever you guys think. Okay? Type real quick. Yay or nay? You guys want to go ahead and see these or no? Let me know. Okay, so what is your favorite, like, out of all of these? Like, we talked about the Holbein Gouache, and a lot of you really liked the winter. You want me to go ahead and swatch those pastels? Okay. Okay. So honestly, I don't remember what the names of the ones that are already unwrapped. I have the wrappers downstairs somewhere, but you know how that goes. This shouldn't take too long. They are actually wrapped pretty decently, and they're not real hard to get off. Some of them are really hard to get off. Okay, everybody's unanimously pretty much agreeing that I should do this. So I'm going to do it. Okay. This one is lavender. The other one was royal blue. So that's what we have so far. Unwrap these and swatch them. Very pretty. Yeah, these are more like gouache from what I remember seeing the swatches of. And I think they would look really beautiful on black paper. And they're, yeah, because like over here it pretty much indicates that they're opaque. So kind of like almost like a milky color. This is Pink Peony, Lilac. I know I mentioned this earlier, but I am such a sucker for pastels. Like when spring comes and all the Easter eggs are out and all the spring colors are out, I'm like, hell yeah. Hell yeah. This is Rose Quartz. It's a nice little Pepto-Bismol pink color. Like seriously, that is the color of like 1950s kitchen pink. White Nights are very satisfying to unwrap. Here's Coral. They are like candy wrappers. I was about ready to say something. They remind me of like gum wrappers almost. I'm gonna put them over here. All right, guys. Are you ready? Let's do this. Oh yeah, activates right away. Wow. Okay. See? Oh my goodness. I am going to add a little bit of water just for the sake of showing you that, yeah, you can definitely like water them down if you want. I don't know why you would want to. I would want them at full opacity. That is lavender. I guess in a way, yeah, once it dries, it's a little, you can see where it's kind of losing that opacity. You would have to maybe put on 2 coats. I don't know. It's hard to say right now, but I can see where you might need more than 1 layer. All right. This water is going to be so dirty. I have, it's like a 3-section bucket. It's by Magello. This is the Pepto-Bismol pink. So that is technically rose quartz, I think. Yeah, rose quartz. I'm still going to call it 50s kitchen pink. They look like chunks of taffy. Yeah, they do. Coral. Hold on just a moment, guys. Okay. This is, I believe this color is called Peach, if I remember correctly. This reminds me of like orange dreamsicle ice cream. Have you guys ever had one of those? Oh my gosh, so good. in the next town over, they have, it's like a cash only ice cream stand, and they're famous for their recipe of orange dreamsicle twist, which is like half vanilla, half orange dreamsicle. And one time I was driving past there, and I'm not kidding you, I saw a guy walk out and he had like their large size, which was like this tall. It was crazy. It was a nice hot summer day. He was getting his ice cream on. He was getting cooled off. This one is called Mint, I believe. I don't have the wrappers with me, those two. The peach, I know the other one is called Peach. And as you can see, as it's drying, it does kind of, the black kind of shows through a little bit, but you know, you could go back over that with another layer probably, which I might do. This I'm excited for. This is like this beautiful kind of like, not cornflower blue. Well, it is kind of cornflower blue. It's called royal blue, but it reminds me of something else. It's like a, yeah, periwinkle. That's the color I'm thinking of, periwinkle blue. Yeah, rheumatoid arthritis is a bear. I mean, my mom, oh my gosh. Yeah, she it's funny because we were talking about like autoimmune diseases, and I'm like, how is it that you don't flare up like I do? And she's like, it's just different, and or something like that. We were talking about, you know, the differences in like how we feel. Of course, everybody handles pain differently, and everybody that has autoimmune diseases or any kind of chronic pain or chronic illness, everybody has different cycles. Everybody's body is different. So, and you know, I am diagnosed with fibromyalgia, although some doctors don't believe in it, and some doctors won't even, like specialists, some specialists won't even see you if you have it diagnosed, like if the diagnosis is on paper, or if like your or your rheumatologist diagnoses you with that. I don't know. It's all I know is that I have flare-ups quite often, but lately it's been getting better, and they switched my my shot to Enbrel from Humira, which I think I've seen some improvement, so I'm happy about that. I guess I'm placing another order for these. Yeah, they are beautiful, aren't they? I'm gonna go ahead, and because this is bothering me, because I'm a Virgo, I want this to be opaque. Be opaque. Don't be like that. I want you to be solid. Yeah, they're very pretty. They're very pretty all together too. There are a couple more in the series that I don't have, but they just didn't look very pretty to me. They didn't look like something I would use. There's one called, I think it's Sand, and then there's one called Cork, I think. And it's just like a beige color. I think they have a beige color too, but I was like, nobody likes beige. What? My favorite color is beige. Whoever says that? Nobody. Said nobody ever. All right. 50s retro kitchen pink. Coral. Coral. It's nice. I like that color. I love their opacity too. Totally love their opacity. What do you guys think about this? Like, do you want to get together every Sunday night? They may not always be like 90 minutes long, but we could talk about our week. We could hang out and just discuss things, discuss our week. We don't have to have an agenda necessarily, although there might be like something I'm working on. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. What do you guys think about that? Like having a stream nearly every Sunday? That is so pretty. That mint color, love it, love it. A nightmare in beige. Beige is a nightmare. Absolutely yes. Okay. Thank you, Audrey. Again, comment below if you would like to have a weekly Sunday night hangout. That's it. Oh man, that's still not the opacity I wanted at, but I guess I'll just work on it later. It's one of those things that's like bugging me. Okay. I also have, which I'm not going to get into it this week, but I have the pan pastels, the pastel shades from Derwent. I have the Graphitant paint set, and I also have the 24 Inktense set. Now, I've actually swatched these, and they're absolutely beautiful. I love them so much. They're so pretty. In fact, I think I have the swatch card inside here. I feel like Sunday night would be good because, I mean, everybody's kind of just mellowing out, getting ready for, you know, the next week, and, you know, you can kind of just chill out with me, and we can hang out and talk. I swear to God, how long did I take to manicure my freaking nails today? I have a light and everything. Oh well. So this is the Derwent. Okay. I was gonna try and switch it out so you could see it differently at a different angle. Okay, so these are what the pans look like, but what you're interested in are the swatches, and I don't have the swatches, okay, so they're not in here, but this is what they look like. I mean, it's a stimulation, of course. So this is like a, how would you call this? It's almost like wax paper, but it's thicker. But yeah, there's some beautiful, beautiful colors in here. I'll show you a couple before I leave, and then I'm going to get off of here. I promise I'm leaving soon. I'm just going to swatch a couple of these. Yeah, we'll do a square brush because it would be pretty. I'm going to show you the turquoise because I love turquoise. Look how pretty that is. Like, how pretty are you? And they glaze really well too. There was a red color that I really loved, and I think it might be the cherry. I think it's the cherry one. Well, that's pretty too, but that's not the one I was thinking of. But how pretty does red and turquoise go together? They go together so well because they're complementary colors, but not Christmas colors. Violet. Oh no, this is navy blue. I'm sorry. This is navy blue. Pretty colors, right? Yes, turquoise is one of my favorite colors. Absolutely. Violet. Violet's one of my favorite colors too, like blue violet. Of course, they're much more satisfying whenever you have like perfect strips, or, you know, whenever it's done right, when swatches are done right. But I just want to show you real quick like how pretty they are. Dark plum. Oh my gosh. What I love about the Inktense is that they're just, I mean, obviously they live up to their name. It's just so beautiful and gorgeous, but these paint pans are just, Oh my gosh, there's something so special about them. I didn't care for the Inktense blocks. I thought they were kind of chalky and milky looking almost. They just didn't have, I expected them to be more like this. So I'm really happy for these. Fuchsia. Fuchsia is one of my favorite colors too. I can't have just one favorite color. Costing you a lot of money tonight. Well, maybe we ought to cut it off there. Wait. One more. Teal green. I love teal, okay? Just humor me here for a second. Teal. Okay. Isn't that pretty? It's not really teal. It looks more like emerald to me, but so pretty. Okay, that's enough. Somebody better like stop me. I gotta stop myself because this is just, I'm costing people money apparently, and I don't want you to like, you know, not be able to pay your bills or anything. But no, I'm kidding. I am very bad at enabling whenever it comes to art supplies. You should see with Lindsay the Frugal Crafter. I'm like, hey, I found some markers that I don't use if you want them, and she's just like, you're enabling me. But anyways, so if you guys have anything else to ask me, I got about 5 more minutes. It's 9:30. I'm going to give it about 5 more minutes, and then we'll close up shop here. Okay, Gummy Tumor says there was a set of neon acrylics by Holbein. I think you mentioned them in one of your videos. What was your opinion on them? They're absolutely gorgeous. I was going to make a video on them, and again, they should be in a blacklight video with the watercolors that I have that are neon. I think they're absolutely gorgeous, and that's something that I should swatch here too as well, but just not tonight. And they are, I don't know, they're striking. Like, even I know that whenever I actually like swatch them, I don't think it's gonna give you the exact intensity of what they are. I mean, I've never seen anything like them before. I'm not kidding. That is not an exaggeration. I'm not really a person that, like, I don't typically just buy things on a whim or recklessly or anything, but whenever I went to St. Louis Art Supply and they showed me one of the tubes and they like opened it up and I took a look at it, it was the pink one. It was the luminous, I think it was technically called luminous rose, but or luminous pink. I was like, oh my God. And then they said, we have a whole set of them. And I'm like, just go get them for me. And I was like, I'll just take them home. So they were $60, but they're worth it. I think that I'm not a huge acrylic painter anymore, at least not that, like, not in this stage of my life, I'm not. But those, you can use them for special effects. You can, you know, they're fantastic. I love them. Hello. Yay. Do Inktense pans feel like ink or watercolor? They feel more like ink to me. They really do, but they can have that sort of, like, whenever I actually swatch them, it seems more like ink, like a colored ink, which I really love too. No, they really, I mean, when they're wet, they kind of feel a little bit like watercolors, but when you're working with them, the feel that they have is like a colored ink. Marco Renoir color pencils, I have a review of those from way back in the day if you want to look it up on my colored pencil playlist. Good stuff. Good stuff. No light fast information, I don't believe, so, you know, take that into account if you are looking for pencils that are light fast. I don't think that they are, unless they have put up some information on their website, and I don't even know if they have a website. That's the thing. Like the Marco Raffine, the Marco Renoir, and there's also the Marco Tribute colored pencils, which I would love to get. I do know that I would be buying them more for the packaging than anything else, because they do have a beautiful packaging, but I am a collector, so, you know. Oh, they're hard to find? I think they're available. They might be. Have you looked on AliExpress? The Marco Renoirs, they were on Wish and AliExpress for a while, and I don't know. You know, the company sent those to me a couple of years ago, and I know that they were on Amazon US for a while, but I don't know if they are anymore. So looks like we are almost out of time. So thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. Wonderful Sunday night hangout. I hope you guys loved the Holbein gouache. Again, these will be out in the fall in the US, and you know, check Blick. If I find out any more information for you guys, I will let you guys know as soon as possible, like if they're right around the corner or anything like that. So and if Blick is going to carry them or somebody else is going to carry them, I'm not sure. I don't know. But thank you so much for joining me tonight, guys. I look forward to seeing you next week. Go ahead and hit subscribe if you aren't subscribed to me. And, you know, I love all kinds of like wonderful art supply content, but most importantly, I love connecting with you guys. So this is a wonderful way that we can do this. So I will see you guys next Sunday night. Stay tuned. I will have a video. I have a video scheduled for, it's most likely going up Friday. So, all right. I love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.